Consider this. The largest known living organism on Earth is not a whale, nor a giant sequoia, but a fungus. Specifically, an Armillaria ostoyae in Oregon's Malheur National Forest, sprawling across an astonishing 2,400 acres. That's nearly 4 square miles. This colossal entity, along with countless other mycorrhizal networks, forms what scientists like Dr. Suzanne Simard call the Wood Wide Web. These intricate subterranean systems, which predate our digital internet by at least 400 million years, connect up to 75% of plant species in a forest. They are not passive structures, they are dynamic communication and resource highways. Plants transmit distress signals about insect attacks, share vital carbon with struggling neighbors, and even preferentially channel nutrients to their own kin, their offspring. This isn't metaphor, it's observed ecological reality. Dying trees, in a final act of community, often dump their remaining carbon and nutrients into this shared network. The question then isn't whether nature has networks, but how deeply our most advanced creations merely echo these ancient, sophisticated biological systems. The parallels between these ancient fungal networks and our modern digital platforms are not just superficial, they extend to fundamental architectural principles. Both systems frequently exhibit what network scientists like Albert Laszlo Barabasi term small world network topology. This means high local clustering, your friends likely know each other, combined with surprisingly short average path lengths connecting any 2 nodes in the vast system. Furthermore, both demonstrate scale-free distribution. A few nodes, be they massive mother trees or highly influential social media accounts, act as major hubs, controlling a disproportionate flow of resources or information. This is often a result of preferential attachment, the phenomenon where nodes already rich in connections are more likely to attract new ones. Information, whether a chemical distress signal from a drought-stressed plant or a viral video, propagates through these networks with similar dynamics. Signal amplification, information cascades, and even the formation of localized echo chambers, where certain signals or resources are preferentially exchanged within a subgroup. The forest doesn't just have roots, it has routers. Despite these structural similarities, a crucial divergence emerges in their operational ethos, particularly concerning resource exchange. Fungal networks, as detailed in works like Merlin Sheldrake's Entangled Life, are overwhelmingly mutualistic and regenerative. The fungi provide plants with essential minerals like phosphorus and nitrogen, and access to water, in exchange for carbon derived from photosynthesis. This is a balanced trade that enhances the health and resilience of the entire ecosystem. They give back, fostering biodiversity. Social media platforms, however, often operate on an extractive model. The primary resource harvested is user attention and data, which is then monetized. While users receive connection or entertainment, the value exchange is frequently imbalanced, optimized for platform engagement metrics rather than genuine user well-being or ecosystem health. This can lead to what some researchers describe as a parasitic relationship, where the platform thrives, sometimes at the expense of its users' mental health or social cohesion. Nature's networks build resilience. Our digital ones, often inadvertently, can amplify toxicity and exhibit fragility under stress, struggling with phenomena like misinformation cascades or the very real psychological impacts of curated online realities. If we were to truly learn from these 400 million-year-old systems, how might we redesign our digital spaces? Imagine algorithms not solely optimized for engagement duration, but for nutrient flow, prioritizing content that demonstrably contributes to user growth, learning, or well-being. Consider symbiotic engagement models, where the platform, content creators, and consumers all derive equitable, measurable benefit. Mycorrhizal networks offer profound lessons in managing toxic content. Fungi can isolate sections of their network compromised by pathogens or toxins, rerouting resources and containing the damage without collapsing the entire system. Chemical warning signals, akin to early alerts, often propagate faster than the threat itself, allowing other parts of the network to prepare. Information authenticity is another area. In fungal networks, false signals, for example, a plant trying to acquire resources without offering fair carbon exchange, are metabolically expensive and often filtered out by the discerning network. Reputation, built on consistent, reliable resource sharing, is implicitly coded into the system's success. Could our platforms develop such robust, decentralized verification and immune responses? Envision a fungal social media. Platforms architected not to maximize screen time, but to enhance real-world connection, facilitate genuine learning, and even detect early warning signs of community or individual distress, subtly offering resources. Imagine networks designed for tangible resource sharing, knowledge, skills, tools, even locally sourced food, mirroring the way fungi distribute vital compounds throughout their ecosystem. These wouldn't be platforms of passive consumption, but active, co-creative communities that, like healthy forests, become stronger and more resilient after facing challenges, capable of self-healing and adapting. The applications extend beyond social media. Principles from mycelial networks could inform bio-inspired content moderation systems that are more adaptive and less centralized. They could revolutionize network resilience design for critical infrastructure, making our systems less prone to cascading failures. We could even develop new digital wellness metrics, drawing from indicators of ecosystem health rather than crude engagement figures, to assess the true impact of our online environments. This involves a shift from designing for addiction to designing for thriving. The most profound realization, then, is not merely that nature has networks, but that its networks have operated with a degree of sophistication, resilience, and regenerative capacity that our most advanced digital creations are only beginning to comprehend, let alone replicate. We celebrate our internet, our social platforms, as revolutionary pinnacles of communication technology. Yet, for 400 million years, an intricate, planet-wide web of fungal filaments has been conducting complex information exchange, resource allocation, and collective defense with an efficiency that puts our current systems into stark perspective. Peter Wohllebens' The Hidden Life of Trees and Suzanne Simard's groundbreaking research reveal a world of constant communication beneath our feet. We are not necessarily building the future of communication from scratch. Perhaps we are, in many ways, still clumsily reverse engineering a blueprint perfected in the Paleozoic era. The intelligence isn't just artificial, it's ancient, and it's alive. What if, instead of relentlessly trying to hack human psychology for fleeting engagement, we humbly sought to learn from 400 million years of successful network evolution? What if the principles governing the Wood Wide Web, mutualism, decentralized control, efficient resource distribution, and robust resilience, became the guiding ethics for our next generation of digital tools? This isn't about abandoning technology, but about infusing it with an older, deeper wisdom. A wisdom that understands that true connection fosters growth, that resilience is built on diversity and cooperation, and that the health of the individual is inextricably linked to the health of the whole. The most advanced, life-sustaining network on Earth doesn't rely on Wi-Fi or fiber optics. It relies on the accumulated wisdom of eons. Perhaps it's time we logged into that original server. Explore the works of Simard, Sheldrake, and Wohlleben. Consider how these natural principles could reshape your digital world. What one change, inspired by nature, would you make to our internet?